Today we'll learn about seed starting and transplanting seedlings. To start, we'll go over some tools that will make planting your seeds and seedlings easier. Hand trowel, seeds, label, and compost. Keep in mind most of these are optional and your hands are your greatest tool. Begin by creating a trench in your prepared soil. The depth of the trench will depend on the size of the seeds you are planting. Here we are planting beans, which should be sown at a depth of about an inch. Seeds should be planted at a depth of about 2 to 3 times their width. It is better to sow seeds too shallow than too deep. Place your seed in the trench at the spacing that is appropriate for that crop. Beans can be planted about 3 to 4 inches apart. Next, fill in the trench with soil to completely cover the seeds. Add a 1 to 2 inch layer of compost on top of your soil. Use a watering can or a hose with a nozzle to gently soak the soil. Let the water soak in and then add more water to be sure that the soil around the seeds is thoroughly wet. Be sure to keep soil moist until seedlings emerge from the ground. Germination usually occurs within a few days to a couple weeks depending on the seed type. Place a label with the date, crop name, and variety so that you can remember where you planted your seeds. Sowing seeds in containers is very similar to sowing them in the ground. Seeds can be sown into just about any container as long as it has drain holes for water to escape. First, add a little water to your potting soil and mix until it is thoroughly damp. Fill your container to the top with potting soil. Press down on the soil. Add more soil until your container is full and wipe off any excess soil. Use your finger to create a hole for the seed. Again, the depth will be different depending on the seed type. Drop seed into each hole. It's a good idea to drop more than one seed in each hole in case one of the seeds does not germinate. Cover the seeds with soil. On a label, write the date, crop name, and variety and place in your container. Water gently and thoroughly. Let the water soak in. Add more water to be sure that the soil around the seeds is thoroughly wet. You will know that your seedling is ready to be transplanted into the ground or a larger container if it has approximately 2 sets of true leaves. True leaves develop after the first set of leaves and will look like miniature versions of the full-size leaves. Once you have prepared your soil or container, use a hand trowel to create a hole about the size of the container that your seedling is in. Transplanting seedlings is best done on overcast or cloudy days with mild temperatures. Add a handful of compost or worm castings to the planting hole. Fill the hole with water and let it soak in. Repeat this step multiple times until the water drains more quickly. Thoroughly water the seedlings. This allows them to be removed from their containers without the soil around the roots crumbling away. Gently squeeze all sides of the container to loosen the seedling and push up from the bottom. Gently open the bottom of the roots by spreading them out in a bell shape. This may not be necessary if your seedling has few visible roots. Place your seedling into the planting hole and fill it in with soil. Firmly press down on the soil around the base of the seedling to ensure the roots make good contact with the soil. Water gently and thoroughly. Add mulch such as straw or leaves from your yard on the surface of the soil around your seedling. Mulch helps keep the soil moist and creates a healthy environment for organisms in the soil. Be sure to give a couple inches of space between the stem of your seedling and the mulch. Now that you know how to start seeds and transplant seedlings, stay tuned for our next video.
Share your gardening successes with your virtual community and tag us at MEarth Garden with the hashtag GrowCookExplore. See you in the next video.